Guatemala's president says he'll accept illegal immigrants from other countries who are deported from the U.S. This after El Salvador offered to accept even violent criminals who are U.S. citizens. NTD's Washington correspondent Jack Bradley has the details.
Guatemala says it will accept illegal immigrants from other countries who are deported from the U.S. This comes as U.S. Secretary of State Roubiu met with the Guatemalan president on the secretary's latest stop in Central America. On Monday, Roubiu announced a similar deal with El Salvador, and even broader so, agreeing to accept violent criminal U.S. citizens, though the details of which are not yet worked out. Guatemala has also offered to significantly increase deportation flights from the U.S.
The president, who's made the offer today, then we'll be working on the details of all of this, but the offer to increase these flights and these deportations by 40%. It's very important for us in terms of the migratory situation that we're facing. His willingness to accept not just nationals, but those from other nationalities as they seek to ultimately return to their own homelands is also important.
Since Trump took office, Guatemala has accepted a U.S. military flight with deported illegal immigrants, unlike Colombia, which didn't cooperate with Trump until he threatened tariffs on the country. Guatemala is one of the largest sources of illegal immigration in the United States. Under previous administrations, the United States Agency for International Development, or USAID, ran projects in Guatemala to address illegal immigration and costing hundreds of millions of dollars. But the Trump administration is dismantling the agency, which Roubiu is now leading. Roubiu says USAID has been insubordinate for decades.
If you read the statute that created USAID, it is supposed to take policy direction from the President, the National Security Council, and the Secretary of State. And yet, over the last 2 decades, it has not, and it has gotten worse and worse. And multiple administrations have complained about it, but none have done anything about it. We are going to do something about it.
Roubiu said the U.S. will work to build ports and highways in Guatemala to benefit its economy. Guatemala also recognizes Taiwan, the self-governing island that the Chinese regime claims as its own. Roubiu spoke highly of Guatemala's commitment in siding with Taiwan over the Chinese Communist Party.
And in particular, as part of that, is your long-standing friendship and relationship with the people of Taiwan. And we hope and we'll do all we can to expand it beyond just the diplomatic realm to an economic one. We'll do all we can to facilitate more Taiwanese investment in the economy of Guatemala so that it can continue to grow into the advanced, prosperous 21st century economy.
Roubiu has already shown progress in ridding the region of China's influence. Panama has promised not to renew its Belt and Road infrastructure agreements with the Chinese regime. Panama was the first Latin American nation to join China's Belt and Road initiative and is now the first to leave. Jack Bradley, NTD News.